Guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB, bringing you guys 194 episodes of insanity.
Exactly. So we've
won some awards.
Something for you, Denny. It's not an Oscar or an Emmy.
It's a Tony.
It's a Cody.
It's a Cody.
It is a Cody. Thank you, Cody Wade, a.k.a. the Oolong Drunk. Look at this. Yeah,
out of focus.
So out of focus. Come on, cameraman.
Oh,
man. So thank you. We have received this award from Cody, who runs a blog, the Oolong Drunk, for tea education. So thank you. We truly appreciate this award. So yeah, so definitely go check him out over there at Oolong Drunk. We have this cool certificate. It's made out of slightly nicer paper than your average printer paper, I would say. So, appreciate the excellence.
We do this for you guys and selfish reasons, because tea is yummy.
And what are we drinking, Denny?
We have some moderately old ripe. 6 years old.
Yeah, so Denong.
Yep. So this is some wild leaf ripe Pu'erh, and we're gonna give it a shot. I have no idea how many grams that was.
But we use it all.
Probably about right.
Yeah, probably.
Looking forward to giving this a drink. Today's a nice day. That background sound is not for me. But we're gonna cut right now.
Yeah, the Kung Fu Gangsters is not yet a thing.
Alright, so I'm giving it a super solid rinse. Actually, look at the clarity on that. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And then James. Smells good.
Interesting aroma.
Yeah.
Different than your average ripe, I'd say, a little bit.
Smells really fruity. But good quality so far. So just do this. Boop. Alright. And then we'll give this our first steeping here.
Yep. So Denny, you're famously known for drinking that Shagwan box tool. Do you still drink ripe Pu'erh?
I do, and I still have. I actually found 2 more of them that I had ordered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was smart and planned ahead.
And hid them.
And yeah, basically. I mean, well, oh my god, I'm sure all you people, post in the comments below, how many just boxes, maybe it's TeaDB, probably it's just TeaDB, but and some of those people are organized, but how many boxes of just tea do you have that just floating in the ether? And then I sorted through all my stuff, kind of did like a purge, and
purge.
My god, it was disturbing how much tea I have. Fortunately, a lot of it is Pu'erh.
So it's even better now.
So I'm making money. Fingers crossed. Let's let that cool down for a second, and I'm gonna blast this again. A little bit less time this time. The leaves are definitely expanding. The liqueur is looking really nice. So I'll call this pretty much good here. But wow, yeah, look at that break apart.
So this is awfully clean for ripe Pu'erh.
It is. Yeah, actually, it really is. That's a good sign.
And which ripe Pu'erhs do you drink these days?
I'm drinking a lot of whatever we can get on the show.
Okay.
So nothing in particular. I've kind of gone through all of my young ripe, young raw and then moderately aged ripe. So yeah, not too much. I've been drinking that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still been my daily drinker. Yeah. At least I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it is, but I think it's the 2007 as opposed to, I think I was drinking, the one that I raved about was the 2005.
You might be right, yeah. That sounds familiar. Anyways.
Let's drink this.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. This is great already.
I get a little bit of that fruit. It's richer, I feel like, than your average ripe.
Exactly, yeah. It's got a really good body already.
Yeah. It's got a nice texture to it as well, mouthfeel.
Yeah, I'm not tasting the fruit that I was smelling. So it's got kind of that saccharine sweet sort of. Saccharine sweet, sugar sweet. I think they described it as sugarcane. Sugarcane, cedar, and biscuits. Interesting. I'm not sure I'm getting the biscuits off that yet.
I am not. I maybe get a hint of grain, but it's light, if anything.
Yeah.
It definitely tastes like a ripe. I can't say that it tastes particularly old. Like, I don't know if I would be able to differentiate this tea versus something that was from 2014, for instance.
It doesn't have the characteristic vanilla and cherry thing going on as much.
Yeah. And despite you pushing it quite a bit, the color is not getting ultra dark. So I think it's probably more on the lighter fermented end of things.
It looks like it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also pretty compressed, it looks like. So it takes a little bit of heat to get that apart. So definitely not a ripe you want to underbrew.
Yeah.
Really nice aroma.
Right.
The aroma is definitely sweet, like sweet fruit more so than the taste has been.
I agree. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Round 2. Cheers. Getting into more of the creamy vanilla category. I wouldn't call it very vanilla-y, but that sort of palette of flavors, which is more of that kind of classic ripe thing.
I get some grain out of this. I don't know if I'd call it biscuit, but some sort of grainy texture to it, especially in the finish.
Yeah, it's interesting how these teas will differentiate, or will be different from the aroma versus the taste. And so I'm still not getting much fruit off of this at all. Maybe sort of those like kind of brown sugar sweetnesses a little bit. More like sap sweetness this time around. So that sort of hints at this kind of floralness, but it's not really the same thing.
Would you say this tea is pretty complex?
No, not really, being honest about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Not yet, at least. I don't think that... I'm not experiencing a lot of those, like, wistful high notes, if that was the right word to use there. Fingers crossed. Or any of those, like, deeper...
Yeah, it's not super dark or dank or anything like that.
Yeah. So it's for a 6-year-old ripe pu'erh, it actually has like this kind of a little bit of a crispness to it, but it's not in with those traditional crisp flavors. It just sort of tastes younger than I think it is.
And I think that's the darkest color we have gotten yet on this. I think infusion number 4.
Maybe a little bit of cinnamon.
I could see that.
Yeah,
some spice.
It's great. So here's the thing. You say, is this a complex tea? Not especially. Does that mean it's bad? Not at all. This is tasting awesome. Maybe it's one of those teas that you aren't super in your head focused on.
Right.
You're more just having this as a daily drinker.
Yeah, you could be complex and it could taste terrible. Frankly, I mean, complex doesn't necessarily equal good tea.
Yeah. The creaminess is really coming through now, though.
And so where would you place this so far as ripes? Is it above average? Is it well above average? Is it average?
I think that actually, and this is saying something about the processing of ripe pu'erh, there's the cleanliness of this tea puts it a little bit above average, I think.
I agree with that,
It just has a cleaner, there's no funk on it. It's kind of like a clean,
that rinse was
even-keeled.
Extremely clear for ripe.
Yeah. So we'll do one more steeping here, and this will be, I think, our 5th or so. This sort of a tea, like James said, highly compressed and relatively young. It's going to really come in strong in those middle steepings and then die off a little bit more quickly than a looser compressed tea that's a little bit older, and that might give you a little bit more longevity, and you wouldn't be pushing it quite as hard early on. So
This steep in particular, also, I'm getting a really thick mouthfeel to it, like thicker than the previous steep. It's a little bit stronger, so it's not quite as sweet. It's sweet, a little bit more robust.
But it's not we're not overbrewing this at all. It's not getting too dark and gnarly.
No, not at all.
Maintaining its consistency here. So, boom. And I will drink this one. So this is the syrupy one, huh? Yeah, a little bit more of those sort of spices. I don't know if I would, like, not black pepper spice, maybe just a little bit of like normal pepper or green pepper spice, just a hint of it, but not in like a super vegetal way, just a little hint of something a little spicy. Cinnamon almost has that, ginger almost has that. That's sort of just like a little bit of extra
spice.
Yeah, a little extra bitterness in your stomach. But yeah, solid, smooth. This would be a great daily drinker, I think.
I think so too. It's not striking me as like extremely great. It's just very solid, I would say, for me at least.
And for a 2010 wild picked Pu'erh, our expectations shouldn't be outrageous. So for what this is, I think this is great, and I wouldn't. By no means am I complaining at all about this tea.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
The aromas that are coming off it are almost more interesting than the taste in some sense.
Yeah, it does smell like there's more going on in the cup than when you're drinking it. Look at the cup too. You definitely can see some dull green still. So this is
so very lightly fermented. So that might give it some upside to improve in the future.
Yeah, I think it really would. I think this is the kind of tea that you could age, and it would be a different tea in 10 years or 5 years. So, where can folks grab this solid daily drinker, James?
Yeah, you can find it at DenongTea.com. I think Banana Tea also sells their tea, so Banana Tea Company. Cool. You could Google either of those things and find it. I forget what it sells for, but I would also agree with what Denny said. I think it's well above average ripe, and I enjoy drinking it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so for you folks who want to learn more about ripe Pu'erh in general, check us out on TeaDB.org. Below, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do it. We're doing a video a week plus extras, articles. We're winning awards left and right. Tonys.
Yeah. Cody's.
Educationalese. ESPYs maybe. Who knows? We're bringing tea into the Olympics, y'all. Subscribe to our newsletter. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. We don't have Snapchat. Don't follow us on Snapchat. Follow us on PayPal. What else? We've been saying this a few episodes, and it's probably completely redundant now because we've been doing it forever. But for you folks out there who have recommendations or suggestions for stuff that we should bring on the show that we have underrepresented, please let us know in the comments.
Yep.
We'd really appreciate that because we want to bring tea that you guys want us to be drinking on the show. What else?
Yeah. So send us your Japanese green teas, send us your white teas, send us whatever weird oddities that are not Pu'erh, I guess. Yeah, if you have something special you want us to bring on the show, you can manage that logistically with us. TeaDBORG@gmail.com. That's TeaDBORG@gmail.com. Send us an email. And we will see you guys next episode for 195, where we're drinking something radically different. Or are we? We're not. Cheers.